Okay, here's the last question. Now this one, some people are going to like me after this, I answer this, and some people are not going to like me after I answer this. So let me read the question to you. Okay, since we are in an election year and we all know how just important the election cycle might be, if you were running for an office and I, as an off-road enthusiast, was to ask you what is the one thing you were going to do for the off-road community to ensure our sport of years to come, what would you say? Well,
Good question.
I have 4. You asked for 1, I gave you 4. These are 4 things that I would do. These are just my opinions. Some of you are going to like them, some of you aren't. Okay, number 1, everybody's going to love this one. I would put a moratorium on trail closures of all legal, documented, numbered, and mapped routes. However, there would be some exclusions on case-by-case basis, though, like seasonal closures, repair closures, private property cases, or any kind of like investigations or anything where they needed to close it. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, I would incentivize land agencies federally, like the National Forest or the Bureau of Land Management or State Trust or state parks, wilderness areas and national parks to have organizations like Trail, the Tunnel Recreation Alliance. And it's important because these groups are great for volunteer work, repair, maintenance, cataloging of trails, and also being an ambassadors for vendors and other outside groups like Tread Lightly, Leave No Trace, trail cleanup businesses like Natural Restorations, and also
keep our desert clean.
Yep, and also for off-road training.
Yeah,
that's important.
Yes, it is.
And this one may not be so important. You may not like this one, but here's another one. No, this one will be okay. I think everybody will like this one. I would end commercial permitting for anything other than competitions or rallies or other events, but groups like Tread Lightly, Leave No Trace, and off-road trainers who are actually doing good for the community and the off-road community wouldn't have to apply for commercial permits. I think that we should have access to those lands for those reasons, but I think competitions and rallies and such, that might be a little bit different story.
Yeah.
I take that back. Some of you might like that answer and some of you may not like that answer, but that's just my opinion. So, okay, here's the last one. I don't think this one's going to be popular, but again, this is just my idea. I am not opposed to gates being installed on all common OHV areas. And the reason for that, well, let me take it back. So areas like Bulldog, where they have gate codes, I'm not opposed to that.
Right.
I think that there should be a fee because it's important that if we're going to use those lands, we have to be responsible for maintaining them.
Yep.
And there must be a mandatory Tread Lightly course before that permit should be issued.
Yep.
Now that fee would be split 50-50 between the land agency and Tread Lightly. So not only is that going to go, some of that's going to go back to the land agency for maintenance and upkeep and whatever else, but we also have those volunteer group like Tread Lightly to work as an ambassadorship for the OHV community to build education, knowledge, and that sort of stuff. I think that's very, very important.
We don't lose our rights to the trails by stupid behavior.
Yeah, yeah. And volunteer projects too. Like we have some of those Tread Lightly projects going on all the time, especially in Arizona and in Utah and that kind of stuff. And I think those are really, really important.
I agree.
Anyways, so those are my 4 points. So I know you only asked for 1. I gave you 4. I hope you like them. And if you don't, that's okay. Just comment down below. That's just an opinion. That's all it is just an opinion.